Hello everyone, I'm Faded Oasis. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/Faded Oasis or watching this VOD on youtube.com/@Faded Oasis. Sorry for the echoey mic today. It's not on my mic stand because I'm doing some crafting, so it needs to be over here and not over here. So, we'll just have to deal with it for a little bit. Don't worry, it'll get better when I switch to that scene, I promise. Today I'm doing some crafting, like I said, and I'm crafting some art from Hanafuda cards, and I'll go over what that means in a sec. But actually, let's go over schedule real fast. Coming up on future streams, I'm playing Super Mario RPG on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and playing some co-op Parkitect with friends on Fridays. And next week, Monday, might be Super Mario RPG because I'm not sure of any crafts that I want to do next week. But yeah, so tune in for those. And let's switch over to, here's my scene over here. And yeah, as you can tell, as soon as I turn this way, the mic got way better just because it's right here. So let me turn on some music real fast. Where did that go? Here it is. Let's go like there, and I have to shuffle this, or we'll just do that. It just does it. Cool. And that seems like a good volume. All right, so let me make sure that I've got chat up on my screen here. There we go. Make sure it works. Yeah, it works. Fantastic. Okay, so what are Hanafuda cards? Hanafuda cards are a Japanese-style playing card that was invented back in... God, I don't know when it was invented. Back when gambling was very illegal in Japan, and nobody gambled ever except for all the gambling that happened. So this was a way of creating a deck of cards that all have, I should actually turn this around so it's facing you, that all have very unique pieces of artwork, because this isn't just a deck of playing cards. This is just art of all of these beautiful flowers and plants native to Japan, and some wildlife as well. It's just artwork. They're not playing cards. What are you talking about? Basically, the way the games work are there are four cards in each suit, 12 suits, one per month. So, for example, anything with the pine trees, this crane, this ribbon, and these two. These are the January. Can you see those? Yes, you can. Those are the January cards. And there are various games using these cards that are mostly about matching up different sets of them and building out your own little board of cards, your tableau of cards, to score more points than your opponent based off of which pieces of art you have or which cards you have. And as you can tell as I'm picking them up, they're clicky. They're like a hard cardboard, not a soft plastic or a soft cardstock like playing, the standard playing card deck that you'd see. And actually, they're a lot smaller than playing cards, as you can see. Yeah, these are that's a standard size playing card. These are half the width and 2/3 the height. So they're very small. They're hard to pick up if you treat them like normal playing cards. But if you're, shuffling them by turning them all face down and mushing them around, they're pretty much the same. So, I've always liked, when I discovered Hanafuda cards it was actually in Yakuza 0, wasn't it? I realized that all of the different art makes this a very beautiful game. Koi Koi or the other games that you can play with these. And I really like the concept of each month has its own flower or its own plant. So I want to make artwork, one piece for each month that'll put on my shelves here. And I figured, okay, I'll just select my favorite, or not my favorite piece of art, but I'll select one of. I played this crane in attack position. Hey Yuri, how you doing? I'll create one piece of art for each month and have it on my backdrop here. So I've actually already selected which 12 pieces I'll have as part of my artwork. And for the most part, these are the pieces that's the cards that score the most in Koi Koi. You have the 5, so I don't know what the actual things are called. The 5 special ones, which are the crane, the curtain of cherry blossoms, the moon in August, the Rain Man in November, and the Phoenix in December. And then you also have the Sake Cup in September, which is kind of like a wild. It kind of counts for everything, and you can get some special combos off with it as well. And then I made sure to choose one of each scroll based off of what was remaining. And then the 3 animals here. Well, animal cards. I know that there are no animals on this plankway over the river, but it counts as an animal card for some reason. Koi Koi is weird. It has a lot of combinations that don't really make sense to me, but I'm sure they made sense at the time. But yeah, as you can see today, I'm going to be making this. I grabbed this off of Wikipedia. That they have very high definition renders of the artwork for these. So I've got my construction paper. I went shopping last week and picked up a whole bunch of gray, red, white, and yellow because those are the most prominent colors among these. But then I also picked up, blue and purple and orange because I'm going to need them. So yeah, today is just this card. That's it. And if it goes quickly, maybe February as well. Who knows? Okay. So how do I start? I've got a frame. This is the insert from the frame, so I know that my paper needs to be exactly this big. And this is 11 inches by... Is it 8.5 by 11 exactly? It is. Okay. So I know that I need to be 8.5 by 11, and my construction paper is larger than that. By... looks like an inch. It's 9 by 12. Great. I need a ruler. I'm going to mute the mic as I shift through my drawers here. I had a long ruler. I don't know where it went to. I should have found that. But I've got this small one, and it'll work as a rough enough straight edge for what I'm doing. Alright. Actually, I should just trace off of this, since this was the insert into the frame, so I know exactly how big this is. Alright, either the construction paper is not square or the frame isn't. Let's try this corner. I bet the construction paper is not square. Yeah, it's definitely not. Alright, well. There we go. Okay. So I don't really have too many plans for like what to talk about during these streams. I'm mostly going to be talking about what I'm doing at the time, but if I'm doing a task like cutting out paper, it's pretty obvious what I'm doing, and there's not a whole lot to say about it. I can go over what I've been doing recently. I planned on making some headway on a secret project I have for some friends in July, but I didn't do that. I got a little bit depressed this weekend and just watched some things and played some games, so... But it was fine. I started and finished a game that I had been looking at for a while, that a friend got me for Christmas. Chance of Senar, which is, in my opinion, a fantastic game about... It's a puzzle point-and-click adventure game about translating languages from scratch. You have no idea about any of the words when you start. And it's kind of like... What's that game? Heaven's Vault? That Cameron and Corey played on Talking Sim. And Cameron likened it to Mass Effect without all the shitty combat. It's a similar concept of learning the language and then learning the lore of the world through the language. And I think it really works as a short point-and-click adventure game. It's about 8 hours or so. Alright. So there we go. So I guess I can start sketching out what I'm going to do here. Oh, for all the black lines on these cards, I have Sharpies of various sizes. I've got thin, thick, and medium. Fine point? Hold on. Ultra fine point, and chisel tip. So, I'm probably just going to be drawing a lot of all the pine needles on this one. Yeah, it definitely has a lot of pine needles. Alright, so the sun will be starting up here, probably coming down to here or so. Nope. There we go. You probably can't see that, can you? Nope, I'm sketching too light. But I don't like to make dark sketch lines when I'll have to erase them later. So let's see, for the crane, it looks like I can just cut out a red circle for the head, and then it's got its feathers down its neck that needs to be gray. But actually the picture you're seeing from Wikipedia has more, it's an easier shape to cut out. And then it's got its tail feathers are dark gray. And then all the pines. So actually, I probably want this sun. Oh, I realized the aspect ratio of these cards. These are a lot taller than 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to have to modify these so the sun won't come all the way down to here. It'll probably come to the first line I drew. Like here. Should buy one of those white erasers. This is fine though. So then we'll have the large pine like here. And then the smaller one wider like that. Up to probably here. Really, I can just start cutting this out in gray and arranging the shapes how I feel, right? The crane will mostly be drawn. So that I'm going to want to sketch. Oh, I like Wikipedia's version better. So the cards that I'm using are the version of the cards that Nintendo made. Or makes. Because I bought these off of... did I buy these on Amazon or did I buy them from Nintendo? I don't remember. But I bought them like a year and a half ago, maybe? Whenever I found Koi Koi in Yakuza 0. So it's like that, and then we have the main wing here. At this point, the head's going to be all the way up here, so it won't really be looking up at the sun, it'll be looking over at the sun. I don't like that. So I guess I've got to scale this down a little bit. Probably just not make the legs as tall. Just start with the head. You know, let's figure out what sizes I'm going to cut out for this. Sun will be about there. Here it goes. Speaking of Yakuza, I've been playing more Yakuza Kiwami as well. That game is just as crazy as I expect from Yakuza. Or from a Like a Dragon game. Today I'm at Majima in a hostess club. Sorry, Goromi in a hostess club. Posing as a hostess. Alright, that's pretty big. But I guess that's good for now. Now let's get some pine needles, or pine trees, I guess. Well, that looks pretty good. And then it's like about here. Not wide enough. Yeah, that seems good. A little bit hard to see the light gray pencil on this gray paper. It's gonna be hard to get that angle as well. I'll have to cut the other direction. There we go. I think that's pretty good. I should probably turn it around so it's facing you. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Probably still a little bit too wide, but I think it's fine. We'll need the lower ones as well. Is it different angles on these? Oh, okay. In the Wikipedia one, the two branches join up a lot higher on this tree than in the Nintendo one. I think I like the Nintendo one better. So then the branch would come down here, and then this one would come up this way, kind of like this angle. So my curve would be here. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. Let's cut it out. Just realized most of the cutting I'm doing above the camera in a place you can't see. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting as close to my lines as possible. Almost there. Come on. Get in there. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright, so then I need to figure out what the tail and the neck and the head are going to look like, right? Alright, so in the Wikipedia one, the top of the body is around halfway down the card. So that'd be here. So yeah, these legs definitely need to be shorter. Oh, this is going to be weird having the white feathers on top of the gray ones. I'm wondering if I cut out the body of the crane in white as well to lay it on top of the gray feathers for the tail. It would make the design for the bottom of the body where it meets the legs a little weird because it's heavily stylized. It's just a few lines to act like feathers. I guess I just want to sketch what I think the tail will look like. Alright, let's do this. So if I just draw a few feathers, similar shape to the pines actually. No, it doesn't look like the right angle. If you haven't been able to tell by now, I'm not a professional artist. There's a lot of me figuring this out on my own right now as I'm doing it. Okay. So if I just do that and then lay the white on top of it. Although it's weird, it's kind of almost like layered between the white and the gray. So what I'm talking about is, let's see if I can get this. Okay. So like the feathers between the white and the gray here, it's almost like I have to layer white feather on top, under that is gray, then white, then gray, then white, then gray. Kind of. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna try to cut out... I'm not gonna cut out the body of the bird. I'm just gonna use this. So if we come down here... If I just sketch what the white feathers will look like on top of here, I can cut out just the gray shape, because when I give it its Sharpie outline, it won't really matter. Okay, and then this is going underneath that section, like here. Okay, so my cut line is here, 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 here. Alright, let's try this. I should probably not be erasing while the piece is on top of here, but it's fine. It's going to be hard to do with scissors, isn't it? I think I might grab a knife for this. I'll just cut out the rough outline with scissors. Oh, that's the part that's being cut out anyway. Alright, let's break into this thing. I bought an X-Acto knife a while ago for possible plastic model kit building. Have not used it yet, obviously. Cutting into this with a box cutter. I mean, I could also use the box cutter to cut the paper, but that seems less precise. Oh, that's a terrible noise. Sorry about that. And the safety guard is caught in the packaging. That's fantastic. Yeah. No. Marvelous faded cuts into packaging. There we go. I guess the straight blade is the one I want to use here. I'm also using this cutting mat for the first time. That's beautiful. That's exactly like I wanted it. And I'll just cut out the white section. Yeah, I think I like that. It definitely looks like you have the white feathers overlapping on top of the gray ones. Nice. Okay, then the more straightforward shape of the neck. Although, since it's not at the end of something, I'll need to I guess I can just try to sketch a shape like that. So here's the curve of the crane's neck, and then that seems good. There we go. Alright, that's a little thinner than I wanted it to, but it's fine. Alright. Then we need the red again for the head. Just a tiny little circle. Kind of like an oval. Actually, you know what? I can do this with scissors. Beautiful. Alright, I think it's time we glue at least the 3 corner pieces down. Let's make sure that we don't have any little bits of rubber from the eraser. Well, this is drying out quick, actually. Okay, that seems pretty good. You know what? I'm going to use... Do I have scrap paper anywhere? Sure, I can use this. So it's going like that. So yeah. Make sure I'm getting all the edges here. That's a lot better. There we go. Looks good. So these would go about like that. About like there. Yeah. Sorry for bumping the mic. And again. Just marking where the corners go so that I can put it down easily. Okay, wait. Goes like that. So glue this side. Just like that. Alright, erase all my little marks. So the back of the neck is going to come up like this. And then curve in like there. So this will be like here. Yeah. Right there. All right, so that's all of the color in place. No, I forgot all of the 4 yellow ends of the pine. How could I forget the most prominent color on this piece? So there's just like little teardrops, right? Probably about that high. Yeah. Oh my god, it's been an hour already. Alright. How's that look? Probably a little thinner. A little thinner. That's perfect. All right, do that 3 more times. I'm going to take a break though, because it has been an hour. I'm going to get up and stretch, get some water, and you do the same if you need to. I will be right back. And I'm back. Hi. Alright, so we're most of the way through with the color portion of this Hanafuda card. As a reminder, we are making, you can see it on the screen up in the corner. There, yes. That's the January crane. Crane and sun in front of pines. The Hanafuda card. And yeah, like I said, I've got most of the color done. Just need the yellow for the ends of the pine branches. So let's get right back into that. Alright, this one's a little small, but you can go there. It's actually great for there. These shapes are easy. I have to be conscious of doing things on camera instead of back in my comfort zone near my chest. Oops. Oh, come on. I don't like how pointed the tip is. I'm just going to trim that a tiny bit. Not that it will matter, it's getting covered in Sharpie anyway. Alright. That looks pretty good. Let's glue these down. There we go. Alright, now I can put the glue stick away, because that should be it for glue on this piece. It should just be drawing out the crane and pine needles and the outlines. Okay, so the top of this comes up. It's probably too high. It is too high. That's pretty good. Yeah, so kind of just following the same feather shape, which makes sense. I'm too small on the feathers. There we go. Kind of just piece them in between. Then our legs will come down from here, which means our ankles are going to be different. I think that works. Is it coming across on screen? On stream? I think it is. Yeah, absolutely. I am trying to draw a little bit darker than I normally would for sketches. Although I don't sketch a lot. I'm just not confident, I guess. So I tend to do everything as light as possible so I can erase it. This crane's neck is probably not far enough to the right. Or I can make, well, now that I've drawn the whole body, I think I need to make the whole body larger. I think it might need to come out to here instead. Maybe a little bit larger, maybe not that much. Probably like here. I just get away with tweaking some feathers a little bit, maybe. Actually, yeah. Oh, that's way too wide. Yeah, I think that looks better. Nice long beak. And then weirdly angry eyes. Is it angry on this one as well? It is. That's fantastic. Alright, let's screw this up with some Sharpie. So along the entire piece, all of the black lines are fairly consistent length. I guess I should do... some feather markings like that. All right, let's screw everything up. Is it bleeding through? Yeah, it'll be fine. Alright, let's start with the front feathers, I guess. It's pretty good. Oh, that smells like Sharpie, alright. Whew, alright. I gotta watch out for that. Don't scratch my nose with a Sharpie in my hand. It's pretty good. So it doesn't have black lines separating the sections of the neck because it's one continuous neck and small feathers along the way, so that makes sense. But then the head does have an outline. There we go. Looks pretty good. When I was drawing the legs the first time in pencil, it's very obvious that I was doing it based off of the Nintendo version, which has better defined feet, and the Wikipedia one on screen is more stylized. And I think I like the stylized version better. The simpler version. Just cleaning up any marks that I didn't draw over with Sharpie. And also some of my outline marks that I never removed. Looks pretty good. Alright, I can outline the sun, that's real easy. And the pines don't get outlines. There's now a small black dot on this shirt. It's a fine. Nobody will notice. The pines don't get outlines because these are the leaves, or like the edges of the needles, kind of. They do get... The ends get outlines, and then the branches and the needles. Is that too wide? That's a little too wide. And it's very hard to see the gray pencil on gray construction paper. Alright, do I want to darken that now and then add the leaves later? Yeah. Pretty good. So from here, I decided I do want to do the lower branch here, going down like that. That's too wide again, isn't it? Yeah. Although the Nintendo variant of the art has this branch right on the edge, so it's kind of hard to tell how wide it's supposed to be. Oops. That's pretty good. I screwed up the Sharpie right there, but don't worry about that. Artistic license. That's what that is. Hey, thank you for that raid. Abhinav Demkeys, thank you very much. Right now I am making Hanafuda card art in large scale. As you can see, it's pretty good so far. I think so. I'm doing the pine trees right now. I just need to do the pine needles. Yeah. I don't really see anything else that I've missed, so this is pretty good. This is the crane and sun in front of pine trees, which is the art for the January special card in Hanafuda cards. I forget what they're called. I should look that up. Hanafuda is an art. Is it an art style? I don't know. I know it from Hanafuda cards, which are this deck of beautiful artwork of various different plant life from Japan, mixed with, you know, some animal life. Like here's a boar. But these cards were used as a way to gamble with cards when gambling was very illegal in Japan. Because if you get stopped and you have this deck of cards, you just say, no, it's a bunch of beautiful pieces of artwork. It's not playing cards. What are you talking about? So, the deck has 12 months associated with it, 4 cards from each month. So I've decided to do once a month. I'm going to make, why is this not scrolling? Oh. Once a month, I'm going to make one of the pieces of art from that month. And this one's going pretty well. Dog, that's my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Yeah. Well, you know, there are no numbers or words on any... Well, okay, so there are words, but some of them have these scrolls that technically have words, but, you know, there are no values to these or symbols to denote, you know, what suits they are or anything like that, so... They look pretty? Yeah, I thought so. And I'm real happy with how this is going so far. So let's see, how many pine needles do I want each of these to have? And how is this going to screw everything up? How far apart do I want to space these? So it looks like the bottom one has 5 needles on top. So like a short one there, and then this one goes to the edge. Like that. Okay. And if I space them out about the same, going all the way up, pretty good. Let me move that one down a bit more. Yeah. You're doing one a month. Hopefully one a month. Well, let's see. Today's the 15th, so next week is the 22nd. Yeah, I'm not doing one next. Well, so I might do it like near the end of a month, do next month's one, because I do plan on displaying these. I've got, here, let me switch over. I've got a streaming set over here with shelves behind it. Right now I'm leaning off to the side because my mic is set up weird for this. But I plan on putting a picture frame somewhere on this set with the card from that month. So I'm a little bit late for January because I just had the idea a week ago. Love and lighting, thank you. It took a while to string up all of those lights behind that bookshelf. Yeah, let's just continue this way. Spaced about the same? Yeah, spaced about the same. And then, of course, down from here. All right, let's lock those in. Don't really like what the Sharpie's doing when I go right off the edge of the gray. Is that better? Not really. Now, you know what? I'll touch up where the two papers meet with the fine tip later. There we go. It's pretty good. Let's see if I can fix these. Oh yeah, just a little bit of extra black right where the gray meets the white. It's a little sloppy looking, but it's fine. From a distance, you'll never notice. And you probably wouldn't have noticed the other way either. Alright, and then... I didn't do the branch this way, did I? Oh well. No, that's way too close. Alright, that'll be good. That's it for that Sharpie. Now just a little bit. I think it's perfect. I really like it. I very, very much like it. And I think it's done. Let's make sure it fits in the frame. But this would be a terrible time to figure out that it's too small or something. Well, I guess I could add matting to it. Tiny bit too? Nope, it's perfect. It's fantastic. There we go. All right. And that's January. As soon as I can get this glass in. Come on. There it goes. Beautiful. All right. So that's it. That's a good place to end the stream, too. It took almost 2 hours to do this, which is about what I wanted it to take. So, that's going to do it for today. Coming up on future streams. There it is. Whoa, my Hanafuda card's in the way. There we go. Coming up on Wednesday at 6 p.m. I'll be playing more Super Mario RPG, picking up from where I left off, where we are hunting down more of the stars. Let's see. What did we do last time? We went to Land's End, and we found the village of all the enemies that are all just hanging out. And they said, go back to Land's End and climb the mountain. So we climbed that mountain, and I think that's where we left off. So we're going to pick up from there on Wednesday. On Friday, it's Co-op Friday, we're going to be playing more Co-op Parkitect, more roller coaster and theme park building, and getting through that. That's fun. That's going to be Heller, Molly, Glass, and myself. On Saturday, even more Mario RPG. And then on Monday, if I can think of another project to do, we'll do that. But otherwise, just more Mario RPG. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it. I've been Faded Oasis. There we go. I don't know. I haven't figured out which shelf to put this on yet. Maybe one of the ones down there. Probably. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I also need to fill those in completely. That's going to do it for the stream. Thank you very much, Abhinav Demkeys, for that raid today. And, yeah. I hope everyone has a nice day. And I'll see you all next time.